This is a huge celebration of what Jerry did in his life. It's also a huge celebration of the kind of magnetism that the foundation has created for people who have a spark to want to be innovative, and they've encouraged that in an extraordinary way.
It's just an inspirational day, especially the young people.
Dorothy, Lemelson, she has inspired me so much.
I think there's huge inspiration here today and amazing people. I'm so pleased, as are all of us at the Lemelson Foundation, to have you here today to join us in celebrating 20 years of work to improve lives through invention.
We've seen invention and innovation go from this neglected and even marginalized status to a recognition of the centrality of inventors, innovation, and entrepreneurship, and our focus on impact inventing to create a better, healthier, and more prosperous society.
I think it's so terrific to see Dolly and to see how her memories of Jerry come through and how she's made them come alive in the foundation.
From the moment I met Jerry, it was apparent that he was focused on creation and invention, and that was his passion that lasted all his entire life.
He felt the role of the inventor was paramount.
He was a great hero for the independent inventors, and he was all about educating people to that.
I think it was the progression of the way people felt in this country, that we had a responsibility for something beyond what we were experiencing, but what people in other countries were not experiencing, and we wanted to share that knowledge with them.
We share this committed ideal to increase the public's understanding and appreciation of the power of invention and the power of inventors to change the world around us.
It's really exciting to see many, thousands of students go through our program and making really true impact in this world.
I'm here representing the ladies back at my country. I know many of them will be encouraged.
All the people that have gone through the Lemelson program, they're all just engineers and geeks like me. I love that. They're passionate about something, developing, creating things.
It's really amazing.
It was so cool that we had the opportunity to be able to talk in front of all these really important people about our own design. We were challenged to create a prosthetic arm for under $40 in less than 5 months.
These new skills I acquired from this experience will assist me in creating new artificial limbs as a biomedical engineer in the future.
I also want to pursue electrical engineering to solve the blackouts in my country.
I was a student, like some of these younger people. My message is there's a huge reward if you stick with it.
Once you begin to make things, it's almost like a compulsion. It's an addiction. You can't stop.
A early 20-something can engage a Fortune 50 company and get them to think completely differently about the direction that some of their businesses might take. That's the power of invention, and you need that full armamentarium of tools to get there.
That role of an incubator that can work with the inventor entrepreneur and provide the constant mentoring and support is critical in order to have impact.
Impact inventing. It's a perfect description of what we were trying to do with this show, which is to focus on innovations that made the modern world, not just things like the internet or the iPhone, but things like clean drinking water in our cities in the United States.
Can you imagine if 1.6 billion people who do not have electricity today, right? And we say we all want to provide lights to them. And we produce any type of lights, so-called cheap lights. You're going to have a junkyard of plastics and batteries. Innovation has to look from end to end.
After about a year working largely on my own with one technician, we built the first digital camera. I had a tremendous problem convincing Kodak to sell any of these. The answer was sure, but we won't if it comes at the expense of one film camera. These are the cultural things you run across inside established organizations.
For some of these things to succeed, they'll only succeed if they succeed financially and commercially.
I think how do we build back the passion into the education system that you need to solve this problem for us to be socially sustainable?
Inventors make the future. They make change. And when focused on real and tough problems, they can transform for the better the world.
Believe in yourself. Be resilient. Find a great mentor, but be able to fail gracefully and get back up again. Immerse yourself in a problem, break down silos, go long term, and change the world. And I think you guys are doing it, so thanks.